Good morning, top of the world to everybody. I hope everybody is blessed. Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. We're going to be doing some technical analysis this morning on Chainlink. And first off, we're looking at the weekly time frame. Now, guys, when you're in doubt, just zoom out. It's as simple as that. It's a general term within the crypto space. If you're in doubt, zoom out. Okay, because the 1 hours, the 4 hours, these time frames, they can cause a lot of panic and anxiety. And for some reassurance, it's always good just to look at the bigger picture to get a better analysis or a better understanding of the actual trend that you're in. Again, this is cryptocurrency. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. These videos are all for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only. None of this is financial advice. Now, I should pay for TradingView. But let's get into the content. I think Chainlink is... I think at the moment you can see, let's start off, okay, we're going to get some key areas of support. So even coming back to these areas here in 2022, you can see that Chainlink has had this range, this sort of red zone, which is tapped back for support on a few times. And you can see each time that it's come to these areas that we've had some sort of relief or some sort of bounce. Okay, so back here in February 2022, you came down to this support zone here at around, it's between $10 to $12, and you had some relief and then you fell through. And then we had this long accumulation range for Chainlink, of which then it's broke out. Now, what's important is when we retested here, we smashed back through this support that was previously resistance, and this is where we actually turned it to support. So back here in November, we broke through the resistance, we turned that resistance into support, and again we took off and we put in a high at around $23. But since that point, again, you can see for the last few weeks, along with Bitcoin and the rest of the market, Chainlink has pulled back. I think it's around 40%. I measured not long ago, 42%, and is currently back at this support zone. So it's a very interesting point, and I think we are going to see some relief after the last few weeks of downtrend here, potentially. I do think we could see some relief, but there was a telltale sign in my Bitcoin video that I posted yesterday. Bitcoin was going through something very similar where it had a couple of months or a few months where it was holding above a key level of support, and Bitcoin's actually come down, lost that support, and is now rallying into it as potential resistance, which is at 60 to 61k if you watched yesterday's video. So could that be a telltale sign that if Bitcoin doesn't get back above the 60k resistance it's under, that Chainlink is about to also lose its multi-month support and do the same thing, and it's just lagging behind Bitcoin and what Bitcoin's done in the market? Now, that's a potential, and if it does play out, I wanted to look at potential retracement targets for Chainlink, where it could kind of provide us a good entry point on the weekly time frame. So the way I would look at getting a potential support target here is if we go from this local high, this local top here at around just shy of $23, and if we retrace back down to this accumulation low, the all-time low in 2023 for Chainlink, what you'll find is that the area of the golden ratio, the 0.50 to the 0.618, I think is a very, very key range of support for us. Again, what would happen is if Chainlink does start to retrace any further from now, we will see, sorry, I need to get where's my brush? Get my brush. We could potentially see this sort of correction where we end up coming down to minimum $10, and at a push, if we do see some relief, we could come back down to 8, and you could see that is right on this previous support range, previous resistance. This was previous resistance during the last bear market, at around $8 that Chainlink was under for so long. And one thing that I wanted to point out as well is that since you broke out of this resistance, since Chainlink sort of broke out, it hasn't actually back tested this for support. And again, I was saying in yesterday's video, if Bitcoin does pull back towards the sort of 53k range and does reject at 60, I would expect alts to suffer even further. It's not unfamiliar during bull markets and when Bitcoin comes down 20-30% for alts to do 50-60%. And this right here from the local top would be a 62% correction for Chainlink. And again, there would be fear and blood absolutely everywhere. But all you've done on the macro scale of things is you've flipped the switch, you've reversed the trend because you've broken out of previous multi-year key resistance, you've impulsively put a wave in, and now you're coming back for support. So what this looks like to me is, on the grand scheme of things, from this low, this is your curve bottom, your accumulation range. This is a wave 1, an impulsive wave 1 that's made up of 5 waves. So let's look at the wave counts here, yeah? If we look at the impulsive wave counts, you had a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. And right now, what I think we're going through for Chainlink is some sort of ABC correction, where this is an A, okay, and it could come back again to $10, or it could be this low here. If we start to rally up and fail to take out $17, then I would expect a larger C wave back down to support. And what you'd have is a 5, 3, a wave 2 correction. So this is a wave 1 within waves, an ABC wave 2, back down to support on multi-year resistance to retest it for support, and then looking for an impulsive 3, which potentially rallies up and takes out this all-time high to the left over here. I think this is a very likely scenario. Equally, going back to my altcoin 3 video, I look at the total 3 chart on the altcoin market cap, and there were some very important indicators on that video indicating that, okay, potentially alts are, they're going to start pulling back here, yes, but there's key signs to indicate that this is only an opportunity for buying. Again, not financial advice. These dips, guys, okay, during these uptrends and these flick off reversals are for buying. Again, anything can happen in this space. It's not financial advice. I hope you enjoyed the content. The key areas, just before I go, we're looking for support at the 050 and the 0618. If we do start to see some relief rally here, $17 needs to be tackled out. And that is resistance as these highs over here, right? And previous support, we could run into resistance at $17. So we need to watch out for this B wave retracement. If we fail to take out the 17, I think we're coming back lower. If we do break out the 17, then what's important is if we start to see the bullish scenario, if we start to see Link here start retracing to these highs, it's all about taking this high out. Because if this high gets taken out, then what you could say is this is your wave, massive wave 1 done. This was a small ABC, and then you're looking for continuation. Okay, so it's all about taking out this $23 on the macro scale of things to see any importance now. For upside continuation. But I think what's healthy on the overall grand scheme of things is we had this accumulation range, we've had an impulsive wave breakout. Right now we're coming in correctively, looking for the continuation of the trend to retrace back up to these all-time highs here for Chainlink. I hope you enjoyed the content, guys. From Chart Nerd TA, until next time, take care, peace out.